Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Simply Together show. I'm hosting today with the lovely Nikkei. How are you doing, Nikkei?
It's Tuesday. I'm a lovely Nikkei on a Tuesday. So, yeah, I'm very well. Thank you.
We have got numerous things going on today. I'm going to be chatting in a few minutes with the lovely Kezzabelle. And we've got our founder, Dee Bailey, and Pam, who are at the Employability Fair. So we're going to go live to them a little bit later on. And then I've got lots of things to tell you later. So, Kezzabelle, I'm coming to you, my dear. How are you doing? I think there's a bit of a slow feedback.
Oh,
are you okay?
Oh, maybe there's a delay.
Hello. I'm good, thank you. I've been on the Hope allotments this morning, doing some.
It's going to be one of them days today, people. It really is, because we've got Kezzabelle is out at the allotments, so there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, really good. Really good.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing over there? I think we might have lost her.
No.
Are you still with us?
I'm on the Hope allotments in Northampton.
Okay, and what are you doing?
Doing some ecotherapy work. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Tell us a little bit more about that then. What does that entail, ecotherapy work?
Oh, big delay.
Oh, God. No. I told you, didn't I? I told you it's going to be one of those days. So, whilst we're waiting for Kezzabelle to continue going round and then eventually come back to us, me and Nikkei are going to have a chat then. So, how are you doing, my lovely?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right, thank you. I was going to ask her a question, actually, ecotherapy, because I was just watching, I was working, obviously, but I had on in the background, the Jeremy Vine show. And there's a guy on there, I've forgotten his last name, George something or the other, has written this book, and he reckons that farming should be killed dead. There should be no, let's ease into it. Yeah, he says that basically we should all move to a plant-based diet and that there's no need for anybody to be eating meat.
Okay.
He was talking about the, the friendliness of the
that's a little bit controversial,
of the
isn't
universe, etc. So I was very curious to ask. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Till I'm thinking to myself, go away. Then I'm like, thank God I'm a baby boomer. I cannot imagine it. But but yeah, so I was going to ask her if she had an opinion on that. If there was anything related.
Well, hopefully she'll come back. Hopefully we'll get her back.
Yeah. It can be quite difficult sometimes with you. Yeah, sometimes it can be quite difficult.
So do you not fancy a pure plant-based diet?
No. I have no other answer to it. I do think that obviously maybe in terms of the volume that we consume it at, etc., it's a bit much. But when you look at the distribution of where it's consumed, etc., it might be different. Oh, Kezzabelle's back.
Hello. Are you back with us?
Awesome.
Oh, right.
I'm here again. We can but try. I'm very trying. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Internet.
So that's okay. So tell us a little bit about this, the work that you're doing up there.
So I'm an ecotherapist on the Hope allotments in Northampton. And so all sort of service users come. Some work with homeless, with different addictions, with additional needs and learning difficulties, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful here, and we're under this big sky. We're planting crops, we're watering them in. Today we were collecting broad beans, harvesting the broad beans, and you're chatting alongside and encouraging and uplifting. And I have a big pad out, and today's theme was gratitude, just odd words and things and then we planted some cabbages, and we were working together as a team, and putting some hoops over and netting and everything. And so it's that, working alongside. As when I was voted Bard of Northampton, I was approached to do some voluntary work for Hope Centre as well, Hope Northampton. And so I do once a month I go and do some weaving words, creative writing workshops at the centre as well, again with additional needs, addicts and homeless, and just expressing and getting our words out. It's really uplifting, and yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it.
It sounds absolutely fantastic. How did you get involved with that kind of work then? Was you doing something with service users before?
Well, so I started writing my poetry 13-14 years ago, just to help me work stuff out, actually, as an adult. And then 6 years ago I went freelance, and I started doing my weaving words creative writing workshops, because I'd learnt so much when I was performing. I was going to other workshops and gleaning all this information, and it was helping me to work out a lot of stuff. So then I decided that I would do some workshops and help other people, because it helped me. It helped me through a breakdown. It helped me through a divorce. Expressing and writing helped me to heal and helped me to grow. So I started running workshops, and I did a 6-week course, and then no one wanted to leave, and some of them are still coming to the workshop.
Wow.
6 years later. And I go into the mental health and helping people express and get stuff. And then I was doing some voluntary stuff for Hope Northampton, and I came on the allotments and loved it. By the time I was looking at doing some voluntary work, by the time Joe Cummings, who's an amazing man, his knowledge is incredible, and he walked me around, and by the time we walked around, he asked me if I'd like to come on board. Come on board as an ecotherapist, 2 half days of the week. That's how it started. There's so much inspiration here, because you're under the sky. There's growth, there's change. It's just beautiful. It's so inspiring anyway. And on Saturday we're having a little barbecue and a gathering, and eating some of the greens that we've grown, and the food that's grown goes into food boxes for people who have no food as well. So not only is it great therapy and we love it, it's also making a difference as well. And we're going to be part of a national thing called More Growing Days. So we're part of a national thing that's going on. So yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful.
It sounds absolutely fantastic. It really does, and just so inspiring as well.
I love it. And in between that, thank you. Yeah. And I'm inspired by the people that come and the volunteers that come. We need more volunteers. If anybody wants to come on board, we always need volunteers. But it's just, you're having a little workout, mind, body and soul, really. That's what you're doing. It's very uplifting. It's beautiful. But in between that, I'm performing my poetry. My latest book is Permission to Speak. So I'm performing from that. I'll be in Luton tomorrow, Wednesday, the 1st of June, at the Bear Club, performing soul food poetry. And last week I was at the Dublin Castle in Camden performing. And so I'm all over performing my poetry. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow, Wednesday the 1st. Oh, it's a beautiful feel there. It's a beautiful feel. Soul food poetry.
Yeah.
Soul food poetry do some amazing things. And actually, they're running a retreat in Cornwall, the August bank holiday, and I'm running some Weaving Words creative writing workshops as part of that retreat in Cornwall. So there's lots of that going on as well. It's busy time, busy time.
And I don't know if you can see at the bottom of the screen, there's all your details going across. And one of the things it says is the Bard of Northampton. What's
Yes.
the Bard of Northampton?
In fact, you should be saying now, all hail the Bard.
All hail the Bard.
The Bard.
All hail the Bard. You need to tell me what it is.
Okay, it's a tradition of passing words of that spoken word. It's a bardic tradition, and before the days of when people could read and write, they would pass on the stories verbally, and they would come into your town and share a story and then go on to the next town. So that's how it sort of way back. Shakespeare was a bard. I wouldn't compare myself to him. So you have to go through these 3 sections. You have to some new poems, and you have to say what you would do for Northamptonshire, your intention, and you're voted for by the people of Northampton on the day of the bardic trials and judges. And you go through the first trials, and then you go through the second, then the third, and at the end of it, they have the Bard of Northampton, and they give you a big cloak, and and then you're a bard for a year and a day. So in September, I'm the a year and a day. I'm the 11th bard. I'm the 11th bard of Northampton. Yeah, and it involves encouraging people to write, so performing at different events and things. So I have to go to the bardic trials and things in Buckingham or Stony Stratford, and but so one of the poems that I wrote was called Kimsugi Love Repairs. Do you know of the Japanese art of Kimsugi? Do you know of that?
I don't.
I don't know anything about it.
No?
Tell us a bit.
It's when a pot is cracked or broken, instead of throwing it away, the Japanese would mend it, and in the glue they would put gold or silver or platinum to highlight those cracks and flaws and make a beautiful thing from it, rather than discarding it or throwing it away. So I wrote a poem that encouraged us to come together after the tough 2 years we've had, to you put love in that glue and pull us together, and embrace our cracks and flaws as something that we learn and grow from. So I wrote a poem called Kimsugi Love Repairs, and that was part of the winning poems and the trials. Yeah.
Would you be able to read that poem to us? Have you got it there with you, or have you memorized it?
I've got it here, if you'd like it.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yep. So here we go. I hope the internet holds up for us. It's called Kimsugi Love Repairs. Different dialects, languages and accents, vocal cords with a local twang, diverse community around me as I work out who I am. Disagreements, verbal battles, social media injuries. Do they win the divisionary war? They're just short-term victories. Combative voices past and present, snipe. Scissored words have us flawed. Pick up the shattered pieces. Let's pull together. Take time to mend and pause. Kimsugi means join cracks and seams. The flaws, imperfections, claim as ours. Broken, now stronger. Shiny gold repairs. Embrace the learning art of our precious scars. Listen to your inner voice, your gut instinct, God instinct true. Affirm and choose your peers wisely. Life's finest glue is simply love and self-value. Thank you.
Oh, I like that one.
That is lovely. That is absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have you got any questions,
It's
Nico,
that pulling us
like to ask?
together.
I was very curious, probably a very silly question, but I wanted to know what colour your cloak was. The cloak you got for being as a bard.
It's a shiny blue. A shiny. I have actually got it in the boot of this car because my car's out on the allotment as we speak. It's a shiny blue and it's lined with like a shiny, almost sort of burgundy maroony colour, and then there's a clasp. Yes. All hail the bard.
Yes, all hail the bard. Definitely, definitely. Do you then wear that on specific occasions, or do you walk around your bedroom with it on?
Yeah. Actually, I did go to a party the other week as Wonder Woman, but no, I don't normally wear it. I don't normally wear it. Sometimes I do feel a bit of a Wonder Woman because there's some testing things going on in all walks of life, aren't there? But and we keep being strong as women, don't we? We keep being amazing. We keep being strong, and sometimes you think, you know, I think we ought to wear capes. I think we've all got invisible capes, actually, haven't we? You know,
yes,
with our family and our business, and yeah. And actually, my new book that's coming out in the autumn, I'm doing a tour of the country, is called Permission to Love Yourself, and that's the foundation of what we need to start from, isn't it? You know, with all the wonderful stuff we do, helping others, and it's so important to have that strong foundation to love us, and which isn't always easy because we've got that inner critique giving it all that. Yeah,
definitely. I think that's what we need to get across to everybody, but definitely women. We need to get that across them. Then you know, we need to love ourselves first before with all these other things that we're doing.
Absolutely. And they, you know, when you're in an aeroplane, when you're in an aeroplane, they tell you to take the oxygen first, then give it to your child or loved one, don't they? Because we have to be strong first to be able to give. Yeah.
And they say that in first aid and things like that. you know, within first aid, you've got to make sure that you are safe and you are okay, because you will not be able to look after anybody else. But I think as women, we kind of do it the other way around sometimes.
I know, we put ourselves last if we're not careful, but it is important. I'm definitely learning. And I think a lot of people, I mean, it's taken me 60 years. It's like, you know, to get that. But I feel passionate about it. Yes, I was 60 last year. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I never.
Yeah, it's my passion to encourage people to love themselves. And like I say, in the mental health boards, at festivals, at, you know, doing the work I do here and all over. Yeah, it's so important. And actually, the strap line on my new book, it says permission to love yourself, and then it says when they really love themselves is a compliment, not a put down. Because people say, oh, they really love themselves, rather than they really love themselves. You know what I mean? To celebrate it.
Definitely. And I think that, you know,
I run an event, the last
go on, carry on, say about your event.
Oh, sorry, our internet crossed over.
Tell us about your event then.
I was just going to say the last Wednesday of every month, in a little, it's called Bonkers Playhouse in in Kettering. I'm running a thing called a celebration of it's called a celebration of creatives, and I'm getting poets and musicians and inventors and rappers and artists to really celebrate the creative work out there, because there's so much in all the shires. So yeah, so we're literally celebrating it, and we're doing a celebration of creatives at Ketfest in Kettering, which on the 2nd of July as well, where that's celebrating from young to old, you know, from 8 to 80, because everybody's got that something in them that is creative. And quite often our mantra, we can say, oh, I'm not creative. Everyone's creative. Everyone's creative. So I like to, that's the Permission to Speak poem, the same title as my new book, is to say we all have a story and we all have something to express, whether we dance in the kitchen or scribble in our pad or sing in the car or in the shower, or, you know, we all need to have that creative side of us, you know.
I just think it sounds absolutely fantastic, and I you know, I don't think not we as in everybody, I don't think some people embrace that creativity that they have, most probably because they've been told before that they're not creative, so they don't embrace it. And I agree, we all have a little bit of creativity in us.
I suppose it's the idea that creativity is very subjective, isn't it? Because people like even Kezzabelle said, oh, she does a creative writing workshop, and we say, oh, creative art or creative this, or you can't do art, or you can't make something, then you're not necessarily going to think of creativity in terms of solving a problem, or like you said, dancing in the kitchen while you're creating some spin on a meal. People don't necessarily.
She keeps freezing as well.
We don't necessarily see them as creative. Really, I don't know what's wrong with my internet. I've got full bars and everything, so sorry about that.
Are you able to kind of stay around a bit?
Inspiring.
Say that again, Nico.
No, I just said that's quite inspiring, actually, when you think about all the link from ecotherapy to talking to writing. And
actually,
we're not picking up any of this now.
No, I'm just wondering if it's going to all go out at once.
Because there's always something to express about. We all have a story, you know, and
oh no, we're doing it again. Doing it again. We will definitely get Kezzabelle back again, because there's so much that she's sharing that people can get involved with.
Yeah, so interesting.
You know, obviously with the Hope Project. Oh, we've got two. Are you back?
I'm back. It said my phone was overheating.
Oh no!
I think the car's a bit hot, so I've opened the door.
So it sounds like you go and do your poetry. You're in various different events up and down the country, by the sounds of it.
Yes, I do. Yeah. And it's to encourage people to write and to entertain them. You know, sometimes I do poems that are funny, sometimes they're sad. You know, people will cry, laugh, feel horny, whatever. So we do also. I write all sorts of things from the heart. And
I think Dee's there now.
But often your creativity, I think, is. Yay! There's Dee! Yay!
Hi! Hello, everyone! Hello.
We were just saying, Dee, that quite often, as adults, we're told.
I know you can't hear us because it's so noisy here, but we're having an incredible day. Absolute ball. Lots of networking, met some beautiful people. It's been an amazing morning so far. Have we not done the Simply Dee's magic as well? We certainly have. Big hugs And yeah, we've had people, it's been, how can I describe, there's something's going on. People just keep homing in on the Simply D's table, and it's just like they're walking on a mission. And it's just like, okay, you've got here. And so, yeah, we've had a few tears this morning, but you know what, it's been great. Just being who we are. Oh, I'm going to get out of the picture because we've got a special guest just for you. Here she comes.
Hi, I'm in the hot seat.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Nikki and
Trisha.
Cecile.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I'm on my half-term break, so I'm here with my sister and her 2 boys. So we're just having a browse round at the moment. And it's very good, really good.
So can you tell everybody where you are?
Right, so we're at the Chiltern Academy. It's a fairly new school that's opened in Luton on Gypsy Lane. It's a very modern school. We're in the sports hall, and there's about 20, 30 stores, local community stores. Sorry about the noise. There's a lot of bustle in the background. I can just the employability fair. Yeah.
So you're at the Employability Fair in Gypsy Lane, and what's the school called?
Chiltern Academy, yeah.
Wonderful.
Sorry,
What
I can't
time
hear
are you
very
there
well.
till?
Sorry.
Chiltern Academy.
I think they're there till 2 o'clock.
Sorry, guys, it is really noisy here, and that's probably why you can't hear us. So I could hear you then, Cecile. Yeah, what's the time now? It's about 12:30. It started at 10:30. It is busy. It is busy here. I've got some young people that want to interview. I do. Do you want to interview me? So busy. But yeah, we're having an awesome day. We'll tell you more another time, guys. But yeah, it's an incredible yeah, and I wish I could kind of take you around, but yeah, and I think sort of what there being young people here might not be able to kind of show you certain things, but you've got Barnfield College, you've got we've got universities. Yeah, we've got universities there. We've got somebody from Brunel University here. We've got the Navy. We've got Luton Business. There's lots of organisations that are here. This is, Shelley won't want to hear it, the potential for the Black Bookcase. Do you remember, Cecile? I came here in January. So, yeah, we may have the venue. We're just going to sort a date. So just letting you, yeah. Kezzabelle, I am going to see you tomorrow. Is that Shelley coming in to tell me be quiet? Kezzabelle, I'm going to Soulful Poetry. Look at Shelley's face.
Yay! The Bear Club.
I'm coming Soulful Poetry with Veronica E tomorrow. So I will see you at Soul Food Poetry tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much for jumping on, and I know you've got so much going on. Unfortunately for you now, we are connected, and you're not going to be able to get away from us, Kezzabelle.
I like that.
You're not going to be able to get away from us now.
Fantastic. So, I don't want to. Embrace me and you.
Oh, definitely. Yes. I'm going to sort of I'm still going to be here, but I know that there's just so much. Because I can hardly hear you, and I know it's vice versa. Because I know Cecile has got so much that we've got going on. By the way, Simply Together posts, we have been tasked, well, I tasked you guys. We had something like 26 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're at about 32. The deadline is today. So between now and tomorrow, which will be our anniversary, 1 year, we need to get 40 subscribers on YouTube. So minimum 8 full people. So put it out there and make it happen.
We will do that. Did you not get that, Nico?
No, just something about YouTube.
So we've got 32 subscribers now. We need to get 40 by tomorrow. So we need to get 8 subscribers to take it up to 40. And that's what
spread the word.
Do.
Oh.
Well, if I put this show on my YouTube, I've got 201 subscribers on my YouTube, so then maybe some of them will yeah, but maybe then some of them will subscribe to you.
Definitely.
That might work.
You can do that. That would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So we've got some events coming up. So don't disappear, because you might find some of them interesting.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to run through what we've got. But what is tomorrow, Nico? Do you know what tomorrow is?
It's our anniversary.
Tomorrow is our 1 year anniversary. Yes,
it's our anniversary.
Doing this for a year.
Yeah, you didn't hear me. I gave you a little note then. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. All very exciting. And it's Tuesday today, isn't it? Yeah.
So on the 9th, we have got a workshop, interactive workshop, I think you would call it. It's around domestic abuse, and it is part 2 because we've already done part 1. We're coming back again, part 2. It's 7 till 9, and there will be a Zoom link sent out to anybody who registers. Even if people, the thing is with domestic abuse, there's so many categories there. You might not even think that you are in a domestic abusive situation. You might not even realize that, because there are so many categories. So even if you think maybe come and join, just come and join.
It could be control, can't it? It can be control and
Exactly. Control, coercion, sexual abuse, financial abuse. There's just so many. There's just so many. So, we're inviting people along to come and join us for that. Our normal Thursday Zoom, Life in a Lockdown Zoom, is on the 16th. That's 7 till 9. And then on the 3rd of July, the Zoom on the Life in a Lockdown Zoom is the 16th of June. I didn't even say the date. 16th of June. 3rd of July is our summer soiree. I've never been. This lady Nike has been numerous times. Is it going to be good?
You see, I feel like I've known you for so long. It seems strange that you haven't been.
I've never been.
Wow.
What have we got to look forward to?
You want to? Imagine life in a lockdown Zoom, but in real life, it's like 10 times. The vibe is something else, and Kezzabelle, you two, you should need to come and.
I'd like to. Sounds good.
It goes by so quickly. You can have 1
Where
hour,
is it?
5 hours.
It's at the Irish Forum in Luton.
So basically, ladies get to share stuff. Yeah, ladies get to share stuff. We have stalls. People get up and tell their stories. We've had singing. We've had poetry. We've had tears. We've had not any tantrums, but we've had tears of sadness, tears of joy, hope, everything.
Sounds awesome.
So, however many hours the soiree happens to be on that day. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's 2 till 5. 2 till 5 on the 3rd of July.
Do you have to book it?
3rd of June. Yeah,
you have to book it?
Yes,
you have to book a ticket
in advance. So again, see, as Dee has said, you're now with us. So you will get all of this information. It will
if I'm not performing or already booked, I'll be there.
Excellent. And then our last event is on the 16th of July. So that's our health and wellbeing event in conjunction with Futures House, which is in Marsh Farm in Luton. That is also 10 till 2. And there's going to be different people, different organisations there talking about different aspects of health. You don't have to come for the whole lot. You can drop in and out if you want. It's just going to be really good for people to talk about what ails them, I suppose, and find some information if they can. So these are all our events that we've got coming up. So get on that YouTube, The link is in the comments for the YouTube. We've got Simply D's events page. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing.
Nico.
I can't imagine why anybody does not want to subscribe to Simply D's YouTube page.
There you go.
They're going to miss out.
They are going to miss out.
So,
spread the word.
We've got our Facebook page, so that's Simply D's Events CIC, and then right at the bottom, Simply D's Events at gmail.com. Drop us an email. So before we wrap up, then, Kezzabelle, you are at the Bear Club tomorrow.
Yes, and Luton. Yep.
Soul Food Poetry.
Soul Food Poetry. It's a ticketed event, so go online. I think it's soulfoodpoetry.com, I think, and get your ticket. They usually sell out pretty fast, so get on there quick. The early bird tickets go like gone.
They do.
But also have a look at the retreat, because it'd be lovely to be in Cornwall with you, and in a yurt, and poetry and food and sharing, and by the sea, and so how fantastic would that be?
Exactly.
Bank holiday weekend in August. Lovely people. I just love being around them. Anything they're doing, I want to be part of. It's full of love, it's full of smiles, it's full of energy. You always come away feeling uplifted after their events. So
I've been to a couple myself. They are just absolutely phenomenal. They really are.
Aren't they?
You just, like you said, and the Bear Club is such an intimate place, and you kind of walk
great
in
vibe.
Great
vibe.
Absolutely fantastic vibe. So Bear Club tomorrow, you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. Also, we've got Luton Carnival on Saturday, 12 till 6. There's a new route which is going from Manor Park to St George's Square. So don't miss it, because one of our Life in a Lockdown ladies, the gorgeous Tishi, is Carnival Queen. So you need to get down there. Luton Carnival on Saturday, and come and see Tishi and everything else that goes on. Carnival's fantastic. Come on down. So before we go, then, anything else you want to share, Kezzabelle, or anything else you want to share, Nico?
I've got a short poem called Permission to Speak, if you'd like to hear that. It's very, very short.
Yes.
And that's just encouraging everyone to have a go at something creative. Okay.
Wonderful.
It goes like this. We all have a story, questions, intentions, desires, a wish, family memories, love, realities, anguish, conversations buried, suppressed needs to express, to declare our truth, to process and address. Creative expressions may start with a brushstroke, a whisper, a written word. Sing out your life dance. Now is the time to be heard. Let's voice our observations and feelings, drown out that inner critique. Truly bless and give ourselves full permission to speak.
Excellent.
And if anybody wants, my book is called Permission to Speak. I've got a book and an audio book. If anybody wants one, just go on kezzabelle.co.uk. Easy peasy.
So for those who want a book, kezzabelle.co.uk. Simple as that. They need to just get on there. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to share, Nico, before we go?
No, just make sure you've all heard the list of events. Don't miss out, because just walking in the door of Simply D's soiree, you never know where it's going to lead. So just come. And I really enjoyed listening to everything about the ecotherapy.
Thank you.
Such an interesting concept to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And Louise, one of our lovely ladies, Louise Clark, has said she loved that poem. That's a great poem. It is a great poem.
Yeah. Thank you.
So Thank you, everybody, for being here today and sharing with us and enjoying our little glitches that we've had with technology. But we've had a wonderful session. So see you all soon. Don't disappear, Kezzabelle. See you all soon.
Thank you for having
Bye,
me.
everybody.
I
Take
will.
care. Thank you so much.